TFM, it is Wiyah Wednesday. Gotta say big ups to Clemmy. And of course, ChronixX, my friend from J. And Tommy says she loves you loads. And I have a friend, Bridget, love you loads. So, you know what I mean? People have love ChronixX Star. The ladies, we loving ChronixX. And I know ChronixX loves the ladies as well. But I didn't ask you about your BB1 Extra performance, ChronixX. What was that like for you? And, what was that experience like?
Yeah, well, BBC One Extra now, that was a very, one of the best shows
Yeah.
I've ever done. Because, just the audience and the setting and everything, the stage, everything, And it was my introduction into the UK. It was my first show. I did it on my birthday, actually.
Wow.
As I land off of the plane, I just drive to the venue and do the show.
Nice.
And it was a night, the whole audience sing happy birthday to me when we done.
Wow. Aww. Let me ask you though, ChronixX, as well. What is the difference between performing overseas and performing here in Jamaica?
Well, the difference for the band and for me is the same set to play, we try and give everywhere the same effort, the same love, the same, But the people's not, different people respond differently to different things, And, that was like a white college youth them and, like it was like a 5,000 capacity arena. And it was just mostly young youth, The youth, and them never really, it wasn't really a Jamaican event.
It was a music event.
Yeah, it was a music thing. It was me, Robin Thicke, 2 Chainz, Future, Style OG, Sean Paul.
Sean Paul's set was amazing.
Yeah, and the Rudimentals. It had Chase and Status. Some most of these names people around us don't even know, but they are really big in
the wider world. Yeah.
And the thing is, that's one thing. Performing overseas, it gives you a more open mind as to how much you can achieve from music. It's not just about performing and sting.
True.
Which these shows are authentic reggae shows, because no matter what kind of stage and set up a foreign, it not give the same vibe. But it gets much bigger than so and Ray. So that show was and we were the only unsigned artists on the show.
Wow.
Everybody else would have them big label behind them, and we just go there with some reggae music and the place mash up.
Shellings! La 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 la! Mad thing! ChronixX in the studio. And of course, we're going to be having our live dub session. But for the rest of the year, ChronixX, are you booked for Sting anyway? Or what shows can we see you on?
Uncle Lendo and Uncle Lendo call I&I.
Uncle Len, you need to call I&I. You need to call ChronixX.
I don't want to perform a link show neither.
What you know now?
Uncle Len, East.
Them something. Chumble the beast.
Yeah, man, Sting is a show where, that Sting is an iconic event.
Yes.
It is like a...
Have you ever performed that Sting?
I did last year.
Yes.
Yeah, and I got there, the vibe did nice. I'm not lie. The performance, where people, that was one of my first introduction to Jamaican audience, authentic dancehall.
And that is authentic.
Yeah. So, it's a nice event, but I don't think for where I want to go in music, Sting has that stage that I would want to be showcased on, So, me personally, I go Sting if Supercat I go dead, and Leng need to line up all the backstage parts and something. I don't know, but me have to go up a Supreme office, and friend of Uncle Len, because I don't know. I'm a general.
Yeah, general.
Yeah, the whole music fraternity is mine, because me is just a fan of everybody in a reggae music.
Nice.
Good, bad, and the ugly, and everybody. We all can live, and if me and you can coexist, we good. You don't have to be who I necessarily wanted to be.
Yeah, but we can tolerate. And as you used the word earlier, you can accept. So
I don't tolerate. I accept. I don't tolerate. Because the thing is, tolerate spoil your quality of life. It make you live unhappy because you live with somebody who you don't really want to live with. But acceptance delete all of that discomfort. It just make you just accept a person for who them is, and you're good from there.
So for 2014, what are your projections? And talk to me about any tours lined up that you may have, and of course where your fans can come see you. We talked about November show already. So where else can ChronixX be found?
Well, I'm going to do a show in January with Monty Alexander. I mean, most young people don't know who that is.
Mm-hmm.
But that's one of the greatest piano players from Jamaica of all time. And then my set will be done with Josh from my band, the bass player, and Josh's father who used to play drum in the Chalice band. You know? And also I will bring in Stephen with me and Namdi. Namdi is the son of Nambo Robinson, who used to play with Dennis Brown. And Stephen Core is Cat Core's son from Third Red.
Right.
And then Ernest Ranglin, who played My Boy Lollipop, the first hit song from the first international hit from Jamaica. You know, he was the one who played the guitar line on the first international hit. He will be the lead guitarist for the night. So it's me, him, members from Zinc Fence. And so that going to be, it will be at the Blue Note. That is a very famous jazz club in Manhattan.
Manhattan, yes.
Yeah, so at the Blue Note, that is in, so that is the next thing. And like, you know, we have some more shows. We have a tour that is in the pipeline for the West Coast, California area. That really the segment where me like in America, you know. So we're gonna do a tour of California. It will be my first West Coast tour, and and then we'll go back to Europe to do some festivals that we never do in 2013. In 2014.
And in the meantime, you're recording songs in between so we can enforce and enjoy?
Yeah, we're going to studio everywhere in the world. That's my vision. I want to record my album in the best studios in the world.
Yes.
So every country we're going to stop by in some of the best studios. You know, I'm going to try as hard as possible to make that happen.
All right, so.
Because me is a student. I love studio. And, you know,
he's a student, Tete?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
man.
Love it.
But
I
like God. Kill
studio, yeah. But the bangarang and I like that something like that, yeah.
Like when me I come out when me I go in a studio, I buck up and all, you know, Willie Nelson I come out.
Yeah.
You know? So,
proper studio, proper studio. We want to go to the studio not strewed up.
Yeah, we don't got strewed
up. Yeah, no itching up. No itchings around here.
No problem.
Where can we find you on Facebook and of course on social media and for bookings?
You know, it's not very hard to find anymore. It's ChronixX. When you Google it, it's ChronixMusic@gmail.com. The email, ChronixBookings@gmail.com. You know, ChronixMusic.com, Facebook.com/ChronixMusic. You know, I am Chronix on Twitter, ChronixMusic on Instagram.
All
so
Chronix.
I can spell Chronix. You're good to go.
Good to go. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're locked into Nationwide 90 FM Team Revolution. My name is Miss Kitty, your fluffy diva, fluffing up your afternoon on a Wiyah Wednesday. My very special guest inside my dub session today is none other than ChronixX and the Zinc Fence crew. There, now I'm in. ChronixX, touch it now.
Bim, I mean, so we comes. I mean, so we come in a love. And we comes and we comes and we come in a love. I mean, so second, Miss Kitty, cause you're there above. Second, Miss Kitty, you're there above. And any boy violate, teeth fly well like dove. King Selassie, I say peace and love. I mean, say peace and love. I mean, say peace and love. King Selassie, I see it there now. Wheel, ChronixX, there you chat. Me say me there on a chat. Me say me, hey, you know my black. King Selassie, I him best on top. Rastafari, I him there on top. Enough of them a cheat and me say enough of them a chat. Some of them brown and me say some of them black. I looking at them out, how it full up a crap. Full up a teeth and it full up a chat. This King Selassie get a carton box. The Empress men and you have to run up and me say Empress men and yes she are the queen. Any other queen and a queen them a fiend. ChronixX with the yaman and the rhythm machine. Miss Kitty there look how she cute and clean. King Selassie I him run the scene. Stepping at the place and we well mad and mean. Full up of lyrics if you know what I mean. When time we step in, we clean. King Selassie yes I him govern the scene. Boss what? We left some of them wait at the bus stop. Nuff get the bus and go fall off track and sit down a bus back. I wait for bus back. Rastan around and everything under frack. Empress have clean like whistle and prop. Second Miss Kitty cause your show well pack. Second Miss Kitty cause your face look prop. Face look proper, yes your face look prop. Your body look prop, yes your body look prop. King Selassie well prop. Empress men well prop. Rasta man prop. Ethiopia Ethiopian prop. I King Selassie, I righteousness back at that. I where them try ease out.
Chronics on your radio. Chronics have a touch on one. Touch on one here. Live dub session, Nationwide 90 FM. Miss Kitty Live Entertainment Overdrive. Chronics!
And if you say, Mr. Chronics, you're there and you run the block. Ease out. I me say anywhere I go, me say the stage show with a feel well ram up and pack. Wheel and me say long time me there and not just yesterday. A long time me there and not just yesterday. And me say come crowd of people come and listen when me say a long time me there and I just say yesterday. Me say from my idea me need me I listen to Super Cat. Me I listen Buru Bantanka in the pan top. A Chronicle and my father and everybody know that me and Zing Fence Banner we tour the whole track. We run down the place like you saying bout, and so we run down the place till we get old, and then we rich and we wealthy, we ain't broke. King Selassie, I know that for real. And what you know? King Selassie, I govern the scene. Look how face they are in your him clean. Adidas I him put on him feet, and if you violate, kick out your teeth. Ease out.
I gotta tell you, big up to Chase and the entire crew. It is Chronics. And let me just say, people, those were live, okay? Live. And that's why it's called a live dub session. I'm not like Chronics mad. So, but I know the ladies want, you know, the behind the curtain and, you know what I mean? Your tease them, you know what I mean? Run with him same way, man. You don't know. Nationwide 90 FM, T Revolution, giving it to you how you want it. Everything in between, the best radio station in the world. And that must say,
and then you say, I'm on special DJ. What you know? And me say, you are the lion, babe. Close your eyes and let it rain. And me say, straight out of Zion, babe, from the sky. So let it rain on you. Ooh, boy. Let it rain on your heart, baby. And wash away, wash away, wash away. And all your fears, all your fears. Hey. I'm Mr. Chronics there and them want me to sing. See it there now? So from a step from the microphone stand ain't no long talking. So watch I know yard and foreign and me say, best friend I come to take your life a the worst thing you could ever see. East. None for them a power with you from my bond, but none of them my enemy. And what you know, and we know I'm a friend from them, cause them hearted full up of jealousy, Miss Kitty. And the wall we used to zero flask of rum, now them want come tell you for NSC, but it ask them, how if you trust you, we not certain. And well, where you are to behind curtain. And me say enough for them, say them are your friend, and when you check it out. And Jamaica, we never give up. I said there ain't no giving in. Miss Kitty, and when the going gets tough, a Juju Royal gets going, and he must select big tune. And not give up. I said there ain't no giving in. Zing fence, Rastafari guide I and I from the beginning. Hey. I me say wheelo well, wheelo well, and now wheelo well, wheelo me say wheelo well, wheelo well, and now wheelo well, me just been a pack up a juice full of all kind of sickness. I real a man a lion can come take man for kitten. Me ready for chant on Babylon, them sins can't forgive. Me rock and papa wheel out, them can't believe what me risen. Some of them are evil from them Christian. One by one them a missing. Now beat them with baton for them go fighting in a prison. When Bingy jump start whistle, and Babylon jump and cripple. Them judgment double and triple, cause them all come like icicle. Me say upon the throne it was written. Enough elders never listen. From the old it was hidden, now it repeat to the babe and nipple. Man and a Snoop Dogg, it is in and a gold chain reckless. Man a real Rasta man from we.
Mad shot. I'm me for tell you. Chronics live on the radio Nationwide 90 FM. But everybody I said la 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 la. That was the maddest dumb session. Chronics. Big up to you, my darling. All the best. Big up to you, your crew. Zing fans and, of course, Shades and the whole crew. You don't know Shades. Big up yourself, you know what I mean? And, I like to work with people who I respect and, you know what I mean, who have things to pass on. Because I believe that the message is so important. And we have to shape the minds of the world and shape the minds of people. And music are the healing of the nation. And, of course, you have to heal from within. And the things that people want to know about make people stronger. Just this morning, I was singing, ain't no giving it. You know, I was just singing that song this morning. You know, sometimes you get up and you don't feel for go to work, and you don't feel for do that thing there, but where you're born, you must obey. And if you have your commitments, you have to go for it, and you have to make sure. You know, so I mean, when people can turn on a ChronixX, I hear them song there, and enough people get motivated, a lot of people get lifted, you know that you're moving in the right direction. My darling, all the best to you. The richest blessings, and of course, we're there. We're there. We're there. Ja! Rastafari. Aye, ChronixX in the building. Thank you so very much. It is Nationwide 90 FM live dub session with ChronixX, the General, right here on Nationwide 90 FM. Miss Kitty Live.